If it ain't broke, Honda will still find a way to fix it. The current Fit is a huge hit, having enjoyed a 78.5% sales increase over the same period last year. And while this model has only been on sale since 2007 here in the US, the same platform has been in Japan since 2001, making it long overdue for an update. Unlike the second generation XB, the new Fit is not radically different from its JDM counterpart, and unlike this new Scion, the new Fit did not gain some 600 pounds in the process. At first glance, the all-new Fit looks nothing like more than a warmed-over '08 model, but a closer inspection reveals that the car has been slightly upsized everywhere with a sleeker shape and a more expansive windshield that Honda calls a super forward aero form. We call it a clean evolution of an attractive design. While the base model is adequate, we must insist that you opt for the Fit Sport, as the upsized 16-inch wheels and aero bits really deliver the car from the rental car counter to the front spot at your local Pinkberry. Up front, the hood, head, and driving lights are different, as are the Vortex generator-inspired ribs in the lower grille opening. Out back, the hatch is detailed with a black trim piece beneath the glass. The wheel openings are larger to accommodate the upsized wheels on this new model, and if you look closely, the rear quarter panels are flared ever so slightly. One unwelcome change is the lack of a little blue dot above the Fit's eye on the rear emblem. It was a fun little signature element that didn't really contribute anything aside from added whimsy, much like our creative manscaping. On the new Fit, overall length is up 4.2 inches to 161.6, with the wheelbase stretched 1.9 inches to 98.4, and width is up a half an inch to 66.7 inches. Since this is a world car, the height is actually unchanged at 60 inches in consideration of Japan's automatic parking garages. Yes, just like Tokyo Drift. And yet somehow, interior cargo volume is increased by a huge margin, 15.5 cubic feet to 57.4. Honda calls this small on the outside, big on the inside approach a man maximum, machine minimum principle, and the new Fit only further refines the formula established by the current model. The Fit's unique center tank layout is improved to optimize the interior packaging even more. But the car's modular ways are courtesy of the 60/40 split rear Magic seats, with the new one-motion dive-down mechanism, which offer a wide range of configurations. We were saddened to hear that Refresh Mode, sort of a front-rear seat Barcalandra combo, was not carried over to this new model, but then we realized the extra effort of trying to get the seats into Refresh Mode is not as refreshing as a pleather couch, a sixer, and a new episode of The Hills. The seating position while in driving mode is comfortable enough even for the 6-footers of our crew, and the new steering wheel looks as if it came directly from an SI. One element we didn't like were the new asymmetrical HVAC controls. We prefer the more straightforward design of the '08 model. Another gripe surrounded the navigation system, which is only available as an option on the Fit Sport. While its operation and controls work well enough like any of Honda's Navi units, the display would wash out in bright sunlight, rendering it useless. A recessed screen or a visor would work wonders here. Both the base and Fit Sport models receive a new version of the 1.5-liter iVTEC 4 found in the current model. The 5-speed manual is treated to new gear ratios, while the paddle shifters found on the Fit Sport AT work much the same way as in the current car, which is to say, well. The revised iVTEC system is the biggest improvement to the engine, which now puts out 117 horsepower, up 8 from the current model, and 106 foot-pounds of torque. The exhaust manifold integrated cylinder head may boost emissions ratings, but it cock-blocks a possible aftermarket addition of Turbo Boost. We know that green is the new black, but without a traditional exhaust manifold, a bolt-on turbo kit just can't get into this party. Even though our isometers couldn't feel the power increase, we're glad to have it without a noticeable increase in fuel consumption. But in terms of performance, big power is now where the Fit shines. When compared to the current model, the new Fit turns in more sharply, transitions better, and feels altogether more tightly connected to the road during our drive on the challenging 2 lanes in the hills above Malibu, California. The new Fit's increased cornering prowess comes partially from a new segment-leading steering ratio, but more so from the body structure, where torsional rigidity has been up by 2.5 times over the current model. These changes were not applied to the existing body, but an all-new Advanced Compatible Engineering ACE structure. This is the first time Honda's ACE body structure has been applied to the Fit, and this design is highly effective at absorbing the energy of a frontal impact. While this structure is much safer and far more rigid than the current model, the new Fit actually exhibits a much more comfortable ride, thanks to some well-placed suspension adjustments. Honda's new Fit will go on sale in early September, priced between $14,550 and $18,760, depending on which trim level you choose. The new Fit proves that small cars can not only be big on mileage, but form and function as well.